Hello everyone, welcome to Prompt with Pal, Security Under the Hood. Today we are diving into Security Copilot in Microsoft Intune, how endpoint admins can ask natural questions, get instant insights across the device, apps and policies, and even act without leaving the Intune admin center. As of mid-July 2025, these embedded Copilot experience in Intune are generally available, giving IT a dedicated data exploration surface right inside the Intune portal. Think of Security Copilot as an AI layer that understands your Intune estate, device compliance, updates, apps, configuration, and explains what's happening, why, and what to do next. It's plugged into Microsoft Security Stack and respects your RBAC and scope tags so admins only see what they're allowed to see. So you can enable the Intune plugin as a source of Security Copilot, then use Copilot inside Intune as well as in the Security Copilot portal. Strategically, this shrinks the time to insight for routine endpoint work. So Microsoft July 2025 update specifically calls out ask, analyze, act on one flow for Intune admins. Let's get started to see how it's working. Let's begin right on the Intune homepage, where a new Copilot banner greets me with ways AI can help. I'm going to dive straight into the troubleshooting a device issue. From the device page, notice the new option, Explore with Copilot. Clicking that opens the Copilot page on the right, as you can see here. Here is the magic. I don't need to hunt through dozens of blades. Copilot already knows I'm on this device, so when I ask it to summarize this device, it instantly returns the hardware details like the OS build, the memory, CPU, compliance and maintenance status, policy assignments, and group membership. This is exactly what you see in the screen, the Copilot response presenting a structured summary, consolidating everything I need. Now imagine an end user calls in with an error code. Traditionally, you would copy it, leave Intune, and search through documentation. Instead of that, I drop it right into Copilot, the error code analyzer. The Copilot queries the authoritative Microsoft documents and explains the possible causes. In the screen, you can see how it highlights two interpretations. In one case, the app is installed, succeeded, but it disappeared. Maybe the user uninstalled it. In another, it points out to a misconfigured Microsoft Store app setting. Finally, let's look into another use case where I would want to compare two similar devices. So one healthy, one failing. With just the device ID, Copilot runs a configuration comparison. The response shows 15 profiles on the device A and 14 on device B. Copilot highlights where they differ and even tells me the device A has two unique policies, whereas device B has one. Instead of 29 manual clicks, I get a ready-to-use summary with just few clicks. IT admins move from tedious detective work to AI-powered investigation, resolving issues in minutes, not hours. Finally, let's visit the Explorer page. This is where the Copilot shines for app lifecycle management. So here is a scenario that every IT admin is familiar with. Device running outdated application. Left unpatched, these become a prime target for attackers. In fact, Microsoft own security guidance highlights how unmanaged and outdated apps increases both the attack surface and compliance risk in the organization. That's where the Copilot in Intune makes the difference. On the Explorer page, as you can see, Copilot gives me two easy ways to start off with. I can browse through the pre-built query examples, or I can simply type into the query bar in plain English, and as I begin typing, the Copilot suggests relevant queries from its query library. So even if I don't know the exact syntax, I can rely on AI to guide me. For today's example, I will look for Windows devices that have an older version of my organization's VPN client. This is critical because VPN software is often a gateway for remote access, and Microsoft's Zero Trust blog emphasizes that the importance of keeping such apps up to date, and hardened. So here I select the query, fill in my criteria, and within second, Copilot returns a list of devices running outdated VPN software, an overall summary of the result, and clear grouping options for remediation. Here's where the power shows up. With just one click, I can either add those devices into an existing group or create a new group specifically for the update rollout. Copilot even goes a step further. It gives me the status feedback. In this case, I can see that some devices could not be grouped because they did not have corresponding intra ID object. Instead of discovering that later through failed deployments, I know it upfront. So value here is simple but powerful. What used to take hours of manual hunting, filtering, and group creation is now compressed into a few guided steps. I have not only identified the risk, outdated VPN clients, but also organized the remediation path, all without leaving Intune. So this is Microsoft's Ask, Analyze, Act model in action. By integrating Security Copilot directly into Intune, admins can move from problem to solution in minutes, not days. And with this, I have turned what could have been a major security blind spot into a remediation workflow ready to keep my environment secure. So as you have seen, Security Copilot in Intune compresses the endpoint operations from days to minutes, ask natural language questions, get explainable insights with context, and act right where your device lives. If you're building your security muzzle, start by enabling Intune sources, check the roles, piloting on the prompt book for your top 3 workflows, which is non-compliance, update health, and app failures. So this is just the start of our security under the hood journey. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay secure, and let's keep building our security muzzles together. Thank you.